Good day everyone, I am Arvin Joshua P. Barlongo from the University of the Philippines, Los Baños, and I am here to present my paper entitled Environmental Scanning and Strategic Analysis on the Forces Driving Educational Democratization in Agricultural Media Content. As we face the modern world, there are a lot of changes when it comes to technology. There is an observable rise in terms of the platforms that we can really share our information. Thus, this lead to the emergence of educational platforms. The market shifted online, and there are social media platforms who become also a channel of education. Thus, there is also a rise in the edtech industry. Another problem that we are facing is the lack of youth interest in agriculture. And I think that it is based upon different factors, but statistics has revealed that the age of farmers are now even rising. And there is a negative perception in agriculture based from the USAID and the ATI. So this gap between agriculture, the youth, and the technology is being connected by these different channels, such as Sprout Up Philippines, which is one of the emerging startups here in the country. So what is happening right now is that creators are now creating content in the agricultural space. A lot of people who are influencers, YouTubers are now in the spotlight of agricultural media content creation. Thus, the objectives of this paper is to explore the macro and micro environmental factors driving the democratization of quality agricultural education, and provide strategies for the agricultural companies and startups to enhance their market position. So for the methodology, it started with the environmental scanning, which encompassed a literature review following the methods of Esveria et al. In 2017, and it was followed by IFE and EFE matrix, internal factor and external factor evaluation, IE matrix, the internal and external matrix, SWOT analysis, grand strategy matrix, and of course the quantitative strategic planning matrix, or the QSP matrix. So the results revealed in terms of the political legal aspect that there is no comprehensive strategy dedicated to specifically to digital agriculture, to digitalize all of the knowledge that we have in agriculture, and that is according to MacPherson et al. In 2022. Another is there is an increased government education spending, and it is expected to propel the demand for online education market. In terms of the economics, the e-learning market is valued at $198.2 billion in 2022. And this is projected to reach $602 billion by 2030. And there is a compound annual growth rate of 17.2% over the forecasted period. The education sector is also one of the largest industries, making 6% of the world GDP. The edtech industry, where these platforms, the social media platforms, can be considered a part of, is a rapidly growing sector that is revolutionizing the way the students learn and get knowledge. For the socio-cultural, most youths consider that they do not warranty a future or life in the field of agriculture, according to a study by Devi et al. In 2022. According to Circa in 2023, in the Philippines, there is a rising age of farmers from 55 to 59 years old, and that in the next 10 to 12 years, this could pose a significant challenge not only to the objectives of attaining rice self-sufficiency in the country, but also to food security. In terms of the technological factors, there are a lot of rising technological tools, and various meta-analysis stated that technology can improve the learning process, especially in the means of videos. Social media platforms are also being used in agricultural extension service delivery worldwide, with Facebook having the highest popularity. Top agriculture users also use TikTok in their different platforms. And in terms of the environmental, of course, we have the green movement, there is a reduced paper products, and there is an increased volume of e-waste and call for effective waste management practices. In terms of the micro-environment, we have here the Porter's 5 Forces model. So there is a high rivalry among competing firms, high bargaining power of consumers, and high development of substitute products. So those have high impact on the industry itself. There is a low impact for the bargaining power of suppliers, and there is a medium impact for the entry of new competitors, since this is a highly technical field to be in, like in the field of agriculture. So one should be experienced in the field in order for us to really give valuable insights in terms of that field. So for the internal audit, so what we did here is to assign weights based on these strengths from the internal factor evaluation of Sprout Up Philippines. And these are the strengths that the startup have. So we also rated here 4 and 3. So 4 if it is a strength of the startup, and 3 if it is just a moderate strength of the startup. We also included here 1 and 2, 1 if it is a real weakness of the startup, and 2 if it is not that of a weakness for the startup. So here, higher weights were given to the educational background, proximity to UPLB, and human resource. This is because of these factors are highly connected to the success of an educational enterprise. So the educational background can speak to the quality of the contents. UPLB speaks for the proximity to potential partnerships, since UPLB is agricultural university, and the human resources is the backbone of any startup. So for the internal audit, the total scores of the strengths and the weakness is 2.74. So for the external audit, so we base this on the literature review. So for the external audit, the total weighted score is 3.12. So from these results of the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, we place that here in the integrated analysis through the IE matrix. That position indicates to grow and build. So here there are 4 quadrants, and we position Sprout Up Philippines in the second quadrant, wherein we formulated this 8 different strategies. So for the quantitative strategic planning matrix, we identified the top 2 strategies from that pool of 8 strategies, and also evaluated it further in terms of internal and external factors. The strategy, which is to partner with universities for regional resonance, gained a higher attractiveness score compared to the identified niche markets and offer specialized content. This sector faces a somewhat limited level of competition, yet it offers numerous avenues for exploration. According to the QSP matrix, enhancing partnerships with higher educational institutions and pinpointing a unique area and delivering specialized content can enhance the market positioning and differentiation of agricultural education startups or content creators. By harnessing the potential platforms like TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook, we can revolutionize the often overlooked agricultural industry. This not only has the potential to rekindle interest among young people in this field, but also to create new opportunities for growth and innovation. Again, this is Arvin Joshua P. Berlongo para sa Bayan, Agham at Agrikultura.